Kingkast, July 22nd. You know what I'm saying? Here with my homeboy, I let him introduce himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tagging nobody or doing anything like that in this one because this is kind of a more casual conversation amongst friends who share differences in opinions and views and culture and shit like that, but we still black. So, welcome to the show, and I'm happy to have this dude here because his perspective is going to be something that's not going to be like the typical perspective you're going to find. Most of the dudes you see I know is going to be from the street. They're going to be, either they're going to be one or two kinds. It's going to be a street nigga in here, or it's going to be a fucking college professor, fucking a suit and tie in here. You know what I'm saying? So it's usually one or the other, but in his case, he's kind of like the middle. You know what I'm saying? So he has an opinion I'm interested in. So I'm gonna get straight into it. So first thing I had on the agenda, and yeah, we made an agenda, motherfucker. So we ain't sitting here just rambling on about nothing. So first thing on the agenda is this: the firing of Nick Cannon. Like, dude, like I'm not gonna get into it because I got a guest here. Just know my opinion is I feel like they hold Nick. I'm on Nick's side, okay? I'm on Nick's side, and I feel like Nick was hold, and for giving opinion on something, or actually, you know, he didn't give an opinion. He stated actual facts because the only thing that really offended people of the cultures he was talking about was their own tyranny. Them being tyrants. You know what I'm saying? They tyrants, man. And he was literally exposing that shit without being disrespectful. He just said this was the thing, and I believe, to be honest, if me and Nick was having a conversation, I would be upset because I would feel like he's making excuses for these people doing this thing. Because what he said was that they felt like they needed to be savage in order to survive. And knowing that, like I said, it feels like excuse. He's saying what they did to us was a survival tactic. And I don't feel like it was like that. I feel like they were surviving just fine. I feel like it was total maliciousness. It was genocide, it was murder, it was everything that's wrong about a person. You know what I'm saying? For them to go and look at us and dub us as the people you need to watch out for. But anyway, we're gonna get into it. So on Nick Cannon's show, if y'all ain't heard, the dude made some what did they label it? Anti-Semitic comments on his podcast that caused him to get fired from Wild 'N Out. Now, his podcast and Wild 'N Out are two different fucking entities. You know what I'm saying? But you know how the business world works. You know, bad publicity can spell doom for you. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of publicity it is. Well, see, what they don't know is that the people for VH1 and stuff who fired Nick Cannon done fucked up. Because you done did that shit in the middle of a black power movement. Of rioting, of looting, of people being pissed off because you fucking murdered George Floyd on camera. And these motherfuckers ain't got the death penalty yet. You see what I'm saying? But they said, oh girl, man, what was her name? I can't not know the name. I can't not know her name, and I gotta know it. Right. But anyway, what's your opinion on what happened to Nick? Because he told me he feels differently about it. I want to know what his opinion was because he's actually spoken with people who are of Jewish ethnicity and got their view on it. So I want to hear where they were coming from on that, so I can understand exactly what rubbed them the wrong way about this statement.
Well, thank you, Kingkast, for bringing me to your podcast. It's an honor. I appreciate it. This is different for me. I'm not really a talker, but I like to discuss on important matters. Especially when it comes to Black Lives Matter, Black Lives. I agree with everything that Nick Cannon said. I mean, it's just the fact that what he said, and having the platform that he has is extremely dangerous. And also it's what he said was anti-Semitic. I mean, saying anything that is Hitler-like, in that speech, to where it's going to bring up hate, kind of like what we're seeing now. Trump, all he's doing is promoting hate. He's attracting the right wing. I wouldn't say that everybody that voted for Trump is a racist, but they definitely do introduce it. They don't shy away from it. And that is basically what the whole Jewish community is upset about. Is that Nick Cannon is not intentionally, but he's promoting that type of he's perpetuating that type of talk, and it's just dangerous. And the Jewish community, they have they have their heads in his business. They own Viacom, right?
Yeah, Viacom.
So if we were to be on the other side, I'm pretty sure we would be upset for somebody promoting that same type of speech. And I think that's what's lost with a lot of African Americans. Like, we don't like to put blame on our own people. I mean, we definitely. I mean, I understand the times that we're in now. It's very, it's very pro Black Lives Matter. But I don't want to get lost in the movement. I don't want people to just say things, to where, the subject is lost. And I just think that's. My bad. Sorry about that.
No. You're here to do that. Like, I'm not cutting nothing off because
No.
Because like, this is the opinion I wanted to hear, and I want you to get everything you needed to get out. Yeah. And by the way, the girl I was talking about was Centoya Brown. Okay, so y'all probably heard about her. She just got out recently. She's like 32 years old, right? So she's 16. Her mama ain't shit. Her daddy ain't nowhere to be around, and she somehow end up in the streets, right? She ends up in the hotel room with some white guy, old as fuck, okay? And she's scared. She don't know how she's gonna get out of there. She had to wait till we got to the back, went to the bathroom to even try to make certain attempts to get dressed and then hop back under the covers. She told this story very vividly from a victim perspective, because she was a victim. And she went and did like 16 years. She went in there as a 16-year-old baby, pretty as all hell, and lost her whole life in that system. And she was a victim. Like, and they kept portraying this guy in court. Oh, you killed this innocent guy, stand-up guy and shit. That motherfucker wasn't shit, okay? That motherfucker was a scumbag, and he deserved what he got, and he shouldn't have been in a fucking hotel room, ass naked under the covers with a fucking 16-year-old. I got a daughter, my nigga. Fuck that dude. Rest in shit, motherfucker. And the people who put her behind bars, because she shot that motherfucker because she was fucking terrified. If she thought she could have left, she definitely wouldn't have did that shit. Not only that, but she was 16. They tried her as an adult. That's bullshit. I could see if she was 17, it's like, yeah, slide the rest of that year. She only got about 6 months left before she an adult. But no, this chick was 16. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a motherfucker who kneeled on a motherfucker's neck for 9+ minutes and murdered him while his homeboy sat there and watched. While his gang, because that's what police are, a gang. They ain't nothing but a legitimate gang that people have put together to actually fight us. People with melanin and minorities. They were made to deal with us. Okay? So let's put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So this guy murders this guy. And it's this whole big old long drawn out trial. Yeah, they were arrested and stuff like that, but it's a question of what time they're gonna get and whether it's gonna actually be live and shit like. None of that shit should even be a question. But I tell you what, if they wore this right here, he would have been doing life. Been doing it.
Why do you think that is? Like, I mean, why do you think that there's such hypocrisy, when it comes to, being judged?
Well, I kind of feel like it's, I kind of feel like it's a thing of, it's hard to explain. I kind of feel like so what you mean is like, why you think it's that type of hypocrisy when it comes to being judged for them being the doers of the crime?
Yeah. I mean, I just think that they're just.
As a matter of fact, we restate the question for you.
Oh no,
I just want to make sure I get it proper.
Sure.
I got it proper.
Why do white people? Why are they so hypocritical? When it comes to us doing the same type of crime as them. I mean, in all types of levels. I mean, we always get the harshest punishment. Like, why is that? I mean, I already know. This is like, I mean,
well, yeah, of course you know, because you wear the color that's opposed by everybody, as they say, and stuff like. Now it's funny that I used the quotes because it reminded me of Nick Cannon. As soon as he used them quotes, he went into the line that later got him fired. You know what I'm saying? But the reason it is because in case y'all didn't know, there's a part of the Constitution that specifically states that people of color, black folks, are not to be considered actual citizens of the United States in no way, shape, or form at all. And I think it kind of says ever. That's why. That's why to this point they've been able to actually get away with killing us. Sandra Bland, fucking George Zimmerman walked off free. Guy burnt down the church, walked off free. All this type of shit is happening because they don't consider us like human beings or citizens at all still. Because they legally don't have to, because the Constitution says this. And until somebody goes in and changes that, a lot of stuff is not going to change. Now, I'm not going to say that the change of that constitutional statement or bill is going to change everything, but it could at least be a start to where it's not on paper that we ain't nothing but shit to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason that I can look at it as. And also another reason, I'm a go ahead and add this to it. Another reason is because we ain't spanked their ass for what they doing.
Yeah. I mean, we are as a race, we're way too forgiving.
It's common nature.
I mean, but it's
shot.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm doing Vase right here. So I'm gonna pour me in. Matter of fact, let me pour me in. I'll do a shot of Vase with you.
Yeah, definitely.
I need me some Henny on the rocks. But no, go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's just it's just very disheartening, knowing that this just continues to keep happening, and it's so evident, you know, like our new generation now, they understand it. They understand that change needs to happen, that, you know, there's a hypocrisy in just you know, with the different races, you know. Whites can just get away with a lot more, well, they just have a lot more privilege than black people, and it's it just needs to stop. It just, I mean, you see somebody get killed on live, well, it wasn't live, but you know what I mean.
I mean, it was caught live.
Yeah,
you might as well say it was caught live. It was caught live
by a 17-year-old girl that went around the world, you know, and everybody felt it.
Yeah, because it was sad, man. It was a merciless murder. Like, you had a dude sit there. It's different from the dude. It's different from the dude that it's different from the guy who shot. Remember Philando Castile? Remember matter of fact, remember the guy who shot in front of his daughter in the front seat after he told the cop that he had a gun. And he told him he was gonna go ahead and he was reaching for his ID. He told him everything. He told him where the gun was located.
Honestly, that was his problem.
He told him where the gun was located.
He shouldn't have said that I'm gonna reach. He shouldn't have said I'm gonna reach.
No, but that's exactly what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to identify what he was doing.
No, you're right. But he should have reached. He should have waited for him to grab.
But see, this is my point, though. But you hear what I mean, though?
Yeah.
He had to go through all these extra measures. If he was white, he wouldn't have had to be like, oh, let me let you know, I'm reaching. Hold on, I have to do this real quick. He don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? He shot him because he was scared he was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And his daughter was in the back. That killed me to see that. Okay? That killed me to see that. And his girlfriend was right next to him. So the thing that the point of it is that that situation was different from that, because the guy basically he was discriminative because he was scared that the dude was black, but at the same time, it was more like of a, oh shit, I'm scared. I
mean, but it's obvious as that was, and it's like, you know, and
it was.
He followed all the rules. That still didn't go nationwide.
Right. Now this is the thing. First of all, before I even do this, and because I got a rug here and shit, and I'll clean this up later, but I'm gonna do that there. R.I.P. my name Jason James. You know what I'm saying? I do that every time I crack liquor. Yeah, that's word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he will be missed, man. Yeah. That was a real nigga. I can't replace him with nobody. Like, it ain't gonna be nobody to take that new place. That's word. Yeah, so but yeah, dude, that's basically what it was, man. Like, the motherfuckers basically, oh yeah, shit. The motherfuckers basically had no remorse or care in the world. Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, that's potent.
Yeah.
That's potent.
They must say they get that in the back.
That's been aged just a tad bit.
Oh, you want the Vassier, huh? Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Right. You don't need that strong posse. But yeah, so like, yeah, it was just slaughter. So in comparison to that, to George Floyd, man, the thing is that we got to hear this dude. Well, first of all, he's handcuffed, laying face down in restraints. He's not going nowhere. He's not harming nobody. You don't even have to do much to him because the dude is totally out of commission, okay? He's out of commission. So, the thing is this. The dude asked for permission. He said, dude, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not trying anything. Could you please get off of my neck? I cannot breathe.
I think he said that.
He said it
22 times.
A lot of fucking times. He said, he's like, I can't breathe, please. Now, when it's getting close to his breath being gone, and he asked for his mom that's dead, that sent me to another level. From that point, I was really done watching the video. I didn't want to watch the video in the first place, but when that happened, I was pretty much done watching the video, fam. That was cold-blooded murder. That was murder, dog. And it shouldn't be no big-ass drawn-out thing or asking what did was procedure followed, or it shouldn't be nothing. Be like, hey, man, you got caught on tape murdering somebody, nigga, you going to jail for life, or you getting the death penalty. Either one to do. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be a debate of what happens. This is open and shut.
You know, I think people are starting to understand that you know, there is a divide with law enforcement and people of color, and you know, I feel and I see it. You know, I see, you know, white people, you know, supporting my friends, my personal friends, supporting, you know, this movement, you know, wanting change, and that's satisfying. That's heartwarming, you know, and that's just my, you know, within my personal group. I mean, I see it, you know, in social media as well. So I know there's hope. Things are changing, but it's too slow, man. You know, I mean, I think all of us just, you know, like we can universally agree that, you know, like, yo, fuck, like, come on, like, let's get our reparations, like, let's, you know, like, let me get an island, like, you know. Well, I don't want to say that. No.
Said we get an island. Hey, we should,
you know,
deserve at least certain smacks of land.
Some luxuries.
I mean, they said 40 acres and a mule. That's old school though. So that means
we got
a house on 40 acres with a car, nigga. That's all black folks.
Yeah.
No property tax. No property tax, none of that bullshit, because we not finna pay you for shit we built on our back.
Right.
Fuck that.
Straight like me.
You know what I mean? So, you know, fuck 40 acres and a mule, a house sitting on 40 acres with a car, paid for, property tax non-existent.
What the hell am I doing with a mule?
You put us up like that?
I can't even milk a mule, you know? It's like, what?
Hey.
What you do with a mule nowadays?
It was made back. They made that back when it was a thing to have, you know, your transportation and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was different. You know, it was made in older times. You know what I'm saying? But also, okay, we got old dude Rob NFL football. He said, y'all kill yourselves. Look at Chicago. Yeah, Chicago niggas in Chirac ain't playing no fucking games. But they also killing you motherfuckers for doing that whole shit, nigga. So let's get this straight. And let's not be a fucking hypocrite either, son. Like, we kill ourselves? Okay, so what about the mass school shootings and bombings that you motherfuckers do? You kill yourselves too. 100%. When have you ever heard a nigga bombing anything? When have you heard a nigga shooting up schools? You know what I'm saying? Any of that shit.
It's like that in all areas of neighborhoods. I mean,
hey,
you know, if you live in a neighborhood that's all white, I mean, it's like that. I mean, there's a lot of white on white crime. You know, I mean, if you were to go to China, there's a lot of you know, Asians killing. You know, but I mean, honestly, there's
crime exists. It's gonna be murder somewhere.
Right.
Somebody getting killed. You know what
I mean? But there's, you know. I really hate that argument. It's like, oh well, I mean, y'all blacks is killing. I mean, that's because that's what you see on TV.
Not only
cops.
That,
I mean, when did cops come out? In 1990?
Nah,
80. Oh, I'm sorry, 88.
But look, listen to this. Well, don't quote me on that. I'm an 80s baby, so I'm pretty, you know, it could be a little before that. But that's around the time I got wind of it. But this is the thing. When it comes to that type of shit, it's not a tit for tat thing of who's killing who and stuff like that. This is the difference. Minority people are put in urban areas and put in environments that they are forced to grow up a certain way and survive in a certain way and manner in order to even exist amongst people who to discriminate them and hold a lot of disdain towards our culture. Okay, so we're born as the have-nots. Okay, so when the have-nots have mental breakdowns, they have trouble dealing with how they have to survive. They have trouble watching their backs, just having to walk home from school. And they have trouble being watched while they walking through the grocery stores and shit like that. And when they finally snap and decide, I gotta buy me a gun, and if somebody fuck with me the wrong way, I'm gonna shoot and kill that motherfucker. It's a little more understandable as to why they did that, opposed to the people who were born with all the fucking privileges and advantages having a breakdown, a spoiled brat temper tantrum and decide, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just shoot and kill somebody because I'm angry. Fuck it. Just like the guy at the video gaming tournament who shot up the Madden tournament because he got his ass, I think he got skunked with his bitch ass, and he went and shot up the tournament because he got skunked and shit, and then they actually was questioning what to do with this motherfucker. It's like, yeah, do him like Centoya Brown. Put that motherfucker in jail for life.
It's not that hard.
Why was it a thought?
Right. I mean, repeat the same offense that was done. Repeat the same punishment that was done from the last person. I mean, why is things changing up? Why is it got to change up for this person from the last? I mean, what? Because you got a good lawyer? Right. He made a good argument. Like, fuck out of here.
It's like the other kids they had. It was two white boys who killed. I think it was either two sisters or two friends. Killed the two friends. They got like 10 years, and they got because they were juveniles. They were like 16, 17. They got 10 years, and then the rest of the time in juvie until they turned 18. So they had to stay in jail till they turned 18, and then it's a little fucking knack out of here. They open that door. What the fuck? But they did the rest of the time till they turned 18, and from 18 they had to do 10 years. Okay. Then we got a black dude who's somebody ran into his house. He ain't know who he was. He shot the motherfucker. His kids stay there and everything.
Rightfully so, because it's his place.
It's his right too. It's his right.
And it's his right.
So he shot the motherfucker, right? And I don't know how that little motherfucker got in there, but he shot the motherfucker. He got 25 to life, no parole. Okay, one kill, a dude who ran in his residence. It's supposed to be your right to defend your castle. Last I was taught, I know if a motherfucker come in here, I'm laying his ass down. And then I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna let them go through whatever procedures they got, and I'm not gonna let my heat go. I'm gonna hold on to my heat because I'm like, I know y'all white folks gonna try to play me and find a way to make me sit in jail so you can prove I have reasoning. It's not happening. So now I'm waiting for you motherfuckers to come for my dog, and I'm lighting your ass up too. See, this is what we neglect to do.
Broken about the system, and you already know what's gonna happen. It's like, I mean, due process, and we wish due process happens with the cops, but obviously, what would happen if you were to kill somebody? They take you in. They take you into custody, and then they you know. Then they prosecute or they run an investigation or whatever it is. But you get put in jail. You get put in jail first, and I think that is just insane to me that is just not translated in the law enforcement community. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It makes perfect sense.
No.
What it is called, when you black, you guilty till proven innocent. When you white, you innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, but I'm tired of it, man.
Everybody
so
is, but this is the point of this is the point. This is why I wanted to get you to.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Express yourself on the cast and stuff like that, because the shit is really bugged out. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of shit that's just not. It's just not cultural, no way, shape, form, or fashion. But like, hold on, real quick, because we did get off the subject of Nick Cannon, and like I said, I agree with dude. I don't feel like he said nothing all anti-Semitic or none of that bullshit. I feel like he stated a fact.
I disagree.
Those people did not want to hear. Okay,
I agree and I disagree.
Ahead,
let me know what parts of what he said was I can relate to, but it's not actual fact. Fact. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, but
because I could run it back and pull it up.
But
everything he said was facts.
Yeah, but you can't actually prove it.
Yes, you can. It's documented. Everything is documented. He was saying that basically the only thing that was a speculation is the reasoning he said they did it behind. It's not a question.
But that's the whole point. That's the anti-Semitic part.
That's what you mean.
Right.
So basically saying
like the other part that all I agree with.
So you're saying
but there's no actual fact in those things that I do agree with, but I agree with them, because that is, what we kind of grown up to think of what, society is like, and,
Well, no, that ain't what I'm saying. Like, every black person has had their encounter with white folks that hasn't been comfortable, okay?
Yeah.
So that's not a speculation. That's not a created thing. It's not a fictional thing. This is very real. And now it's gotten to the point where we're sick of it. So now it's just like somebody like raising a child. Babe, can you grab me one of them beers out the door of the refrigerator? Thank you. So this is the thing. When you have a child, when you have a child, right? Thank you. When you have a child, you have to discipline them, or they will not know that consequences exist. So if you have a child that walks up, say about 3 or 4 years old right now, he comes and picks one of these packs of Swishers up off of the table, and you say no, don't pick that up. You tell him first, no, that's for grown folks. Don't do that. That's wrong. And then he goes, looks at you, understands what you're saying, though. And then he goes back over there and he picks it up again. So now, some people, what didn't I just tell you? No, I don't mean so-and-so. We weren't raised like that. I was raised by a black family. They're only going to tell you one time. And because life is made so serious for us, you have to listen on the first try. It could be the difference between life and death. You can be somewhere and don't know a car's finna hit you, or don't know you finna step out of traffic, and you're like, hey, stop! And you only want to tell them that one time. You hear what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Or it could cost them their life.
I've always had that fear in me, of disappointing somebody else. Or just disrespecting somebody else for no reasons, or taking something that's not mine. It's like I just and it's not even because I grew up with siblings, but I grew up in a Caribbean household, and even if I was in African American household, it's still the same type of upbringing. It's, you have to respect your elders. You have to respect people when they say don't touch this, don't touch that, or this is what's gonna happen. And you felt that. But you're right. I think a lot of Caucasians probably have not been on that side of discipline in life, and
I don't think they don't. Like I said, it's not a thing to bash. This is not a show about bashing the opposition, okay? Because I know white people who whoop ass. I got a couple. I got quite a few like friends that I take a bullet for.
Well, let me ask
you know what I'm saying? Ryan Kreger, James Jones, Jason Gray, fucking. I mean, the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? It's a few motherfuckers. You know, Adam Hamani. You know, I got quite a few of them that I hold very dear to me. So let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying? Mikey and them, I pop your ass over Mikey and Kreger and them. You know what I'm saying? So just to put that out. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is this. Undisciplined people walk around carefree because they don't know what a consequence is like. And that was the point I was making. So what I mean is that when it comes to us asking for things like reparations and stuff like that, this is because you literally owe us shit.
That's very true.
You owe us.
That's very true.
We built this motherfucker on our back. We was somewhere in our own country chilling, and you came and took us. You know what I'm saying? We the only we the only minority in the United States that can't be deported. We have no home country to go back to because you separated us from that. You know what I'm saying? So you stripped us of everything that's made us us because you feared us that much. Okay? So let's put that out there because it was all about fear. And if you look at sports and how advanced we are naturally without supplements and having to take our whole lives to train, how we're naturally built, you can understand why they fear us.
Well, you know, I just think it's funny that, you know, they cannot tell that part of history that we built America. You know, it was built on the back of slaves.
If they still going around telling that fucking turkey story at fucking Thanksgiving, I wish I had a couple of my niggas from elementary, Josh or any of them motherfuckers who was in my class, in Miss Hunt class, when they was trying to do the Pilgrim Indian shit and I got in trouble. I got sent to Miss Brown office because I didn't want to hear that bullshit. It didn't make sense to me back then. I didn't know what the history was. And when they was telling me, I was like, this don't make no fucking sense. I'm not participating in this because it don't make sense to me. I was like, okay, if this is what happened, show me a fucking Indian right now. Show me a Native American right now. And then when I read up a little bit and found out that the fucking niggas ain't even Indians. That's how racist you motherfuckers is that these motherfuckers ain't Indians. Indians is a real India where Indian motherfuckers come from. They're Indian. They just have some of the same rituals and spiritual beliefs as them. So when y'all came over here and took the country, you dubbed them as Indians. And it's crazy because non-consciously you've brainwashed us so much, we call the motherfuckers Indians.
Yeah, so true, dog. That's so true, dog.
Gotta be shitting me, man. Let's talk, America. Let's talk.
Facts, no
privilege. You know what I'm saying? They're not fucking Indians.
Facts.
And their language wasn't American. They was Sumerian and they was original and they was here long before your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And this ain't our country. It's theirs. This is red land. Yeah. Let's talk about that. And the fact that everybody got payback and got reparations but us. Because they gave the Native Americans their casinos, the ones that was left, because y'all committed mass genocide on them. That's why my young elementary ass was like, show me a fucking Indian. Who's the Indian in this classroom? Because I see white, black, I even see the Asian girl, the exchange student. Show me a fucking Indian. Right. If this is how this brunch went, and they came and got cool and shared turkey at Thanksgiving, where the fuck them niggas at?
Bro, and
I see you here, the motherfuckers with the hats and the horses. I see y'all. Where's fucking, where's Geronimo? Y'all fucked over Geronimo, man. Y'all ain't shit.
They took so much from us, like it's not even fun. Doug, you know in Australia, you know that big, I think, what's that instrument, the what's it called, the it's in that movie, what is it? It's called the Orbu or some shit like that. It's that long shit.
Oh yeah.
That's African.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's African. You know the boomerang. The boomerang. You think that's Australian. No, that's African.
First of all, we ain't gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about what's all African.
Okay, I'm just saying.
When you want to say that,
okay, all right.
people don't know. Just to put this out here.
I'm just putting little shit out there. That's all. Just little.
Just to put this out here.
You know that a lot was taken from us.
Absolutely.
Like that. That is like that's history. Like I mean, just. It's wild.
I want y'all to go ask one of y'all. I want y'all to go ask one of y'all Asian friends where ninjutsu and ninja came from. Because it wasn't made by the Japanese. You know what I'm saying? I give you a drop on this. I also want you to go ask them why, in order to be considered a full-blood samurai, they have to be able to trace your roots back to black origin. Okay? But we ain't gonna talk about what was stolen from us and shit. We're not gonna talk about that. That's how we gonna talk about why they fired Nick. Cause like I feel like I said, I feel like the dude ain't say nothing that wasn't
listen,
factual.
I think the reason why.
Now, but I'm understanding
because
I meant to reiterate this earlier.
I love the fact that they did fire Nick, and I don't think it's going to be permanent or anything. But I think it was just to show it. It was for an example. It was
Nick is a woke. He ain't going back to that fucking network. To be honest, BET better give him a job or they ain't shitty.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need the money. We all know that. Nick is taking care. He's Team Nick. He's still the platform he made. The platform he made was significant though. He had a black comedy show involving hip hop that was literally launching the careers of people like IG comedians and models and shit like that. and
stuff. All these motherfuckers went on to be stars. Yeah. He's putting people on. He's uplifting us.
Have you seen his wife?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, he's putting us on. Okay? And because of that, I feel like they were a little more likely. They was watching him like a hawk. Because why wasn't they watching old dude? Who old dude?
Which one?
The what's the name brothers? The dude who was sexually harassing the bitches over the time.
Jeffrey Epstein. Right.
No,
not the little girls, not the little.
No, the actresses and actors.
From
his name on the
Stay Away from Little Heaven.
His name on the tip of my tongue, but
Seventh Heaven, the dude from Seventh Heaven.
The main motherfucker.
I don't know his name. I just know he's from Seventh Heaven. That's all. I don't watch the show.
Babe, come here. That nigga's from everything. He produced every fucking movie that you can think.
That he went overseas and he's not.
No, the white dude who didn't take his ass to jail for the Me Too movement when Bill Cosby had to.
I got you. No, Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey fucking Weinstein. Not them motherfuckers. Harvey run everything. Him and his brother run every fucking thing, nigga.
Yeah.
They didn't put him in prison because he was white as fuck.
Well, he already got convicted for one of the counts, which was like for a lot of years.
They brought back cases on Cosby from 30 years ago, dog, and put him in prison, my nigga. Harvey Weinstein should be fucking fucking rotten right now. He should be rotting right alongside his ass.
Well, listen, I mean, he's definitely deteriorating, and we all see that. I mean, but
in some pussy, he's free.
He's free. He is free.
He deteriorating in some pussy.
He never felt. I mean, I don't know who really is with him right now. I mean, he's kind of.
His president said, "Grab that pussy, goddamn it."
Right. Okay. Trump said, "Grab them some pussy."
Okay.
That dirty motherfucker.
I was just naming off names there, and all those names I was naming were white people, and just think about it. Like, what happened to those people?
And it's not. I don't want to blame anything. Like, this is the thing. Like, even when you look at George Zimmerman, because he wasn't white, okay, but the motherfucker was told specifically by police to stop fucking with this little boy, okay. He took it upon himself to disobey the direct orders of the fucking law enforcement and follow him anyway. And killed him. And then went home, dog. And then turned around, hit the lotto. Then turned around and got in trouble for something else to put him in prison.
Oh yeah, he did hit the lotto, right?
dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, like, yeah.
I can't say nothing.
I mean, the one thing that keeps me at bay is that I really do believe in karma, and what you bring in, it's gonna come back out. I mean, there's like the only way we're balanced, you know, there's a yin and a yang in life, man. You know, I mean, listen, this Donald Trump, he is causing a ruckus within United States, but you know, things are gonna even back out. He's gonna get his. He's gonna get his, and we are gonna get ours. And listen, it's not gonna be. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be next week, next year, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, and I think it's happening. You know, a lot quicker than I thought it would. Like, honestly, I didn't think. I'm actually very heart-warmed by the amount of white people that are for us in this movement.
The support is actually good, and you know what? Because, like I said, I'm not saying that all white folks is like this and stuff, but the ones who are need to eat a dick. Because, like, this is the thing, like seriously, like, this is what I mean by we ain't spanked their ass yet. Because, like I said, that little boy that came and grabbed them swishers. Now, if I told him once he came over there and he touched him, I was like, and I popped that motherfucker, was like, go sit your ass down. And he started whining, he go over there and sit down, then somebody might have seen a little absurd. But I tell you what, he ain't gonna come over here and touch these fucking swishers again. I promise you that. So, we ain't did shit. The only thing we've done is cower in the face of they gang, the police, rocking they blues. When everybody talk the most cash shit until the police show up and everybody like, all right. You know what I'm saying? When we got guns just like they got, when our gang could be deep just like they squad cars, they can call in backup, you can call in niggas. Hey, bring your shit, my nigga. They trying to squad up, let's squad up on their ass.
I remember the one slogan.
Nobody's willing to do that. When the police come, we cower because of our brainwashing.
Well, yeah, I mean.
They don't got nothing we don't got. I know a nigga with a fucking bazooka, okay? So, they don't got nothing we ain't got. I know niggas with fucking guns that's ripping through Kevlar.
We have to be smart. We don't want another, you know, I mean, it almost got as bad. I mean, pretty much, we got as bad as the 92 riots?
But look, this is the thing. This is absolutely, that's what I'm saying. This is absolutely what we want. Because we're spanking they fucking ass. Everybody else has got their reparation, has got their casinos. The Jewish got good credit. The Jewish got good credit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their shit. We ain't getting nothing. And you killing us like we ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You killing us like we ain't shit. We scared of y'all. We scared of police. Okay? We terrified of you. To where we gotta have the talk with our kids. The only talk y'all have with y'all kids is about sex. Ours is about survival. Okay? There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And the reason they feel strong now is because we done started spanking they motherfucking ass. If we wasn't spanking their ass and kicking their fucking windows in and fucking breaking their shit and costing them money and not going to work, them niggas wouldn't do shit for us. None of this would have mattered to them. And George Floyd death would have been blown over like the rest of them if we didn't start fucking their shit up. That's called discipline. We started spanking their motherfucking ass. And that's what we need to keep doing until these motherfuckers be like, okay, we gonna play fair game. No justice, no fucking peace.
Stop. I mean, the movement is very, very strong. Like, I mean, you know, on both sides. You know, I don't sound like Trump or anything by saying that. You know, but like, it's very, very strong. Like, I mean, but we need to go stronger. I hear what you're saying. You know, because it's that time. You know, because it's no other time but now. You know, because we have the opportunity. We have the voice. You know, and
we got the voice right now. You ain't bullshitting. We got the voice.
But you know, to be honest, for me, let me just say something. To be honest, for me, it's a little scary and exciting at the same time. It's a little scary that we're here now. Like we're actually, but it's it's exciting. You know, it's exciting that we actually have some white people that are on our side that are fighting for us, and we can actually push. We actually might have a chance, you know, on making change. And so, like that's why I'm a little optimistic on the matter.
So look at this. This is the thing that I'm saying. Well, first of all, I don't want to not address these comments. What you need, the liquor? Oh no. I don't want to not address these comments because I'm gonna pay more attention to them, I promise. But right now, like I'm enjoying my guest in here because I asked him here for a reason. So what he's been telling me and what we've been talking about is exactly how I expected to get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but I see your comments. Fatty Ding Dong, I appreciate you bringing Weinstein name up. I didn't look at it in time, but good looking. Food Stamp Frank, what's up, man? False Act. Problem is our soldiers do it alone. Mika and Dallas, Gavin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And he's somewhere else.
Yo.
I don't know where this dude from.
Yo.
Like I said, this is not a made up, this is no speculated, made up shit. Everywhere in the United States, somebody is dealing with something concerning that shit, dog. And our soldiers is doing it by their fucking self when somebody should be standing behind them, motherfucker. Nigga, when George Zimmerman killed Trayvon, it should have been 1 million niggas on his fucking front lawn. Like, nigga, we waiting for you to come home. There's nowhere for you to go that's safe. We don't give a fuck about the police. When you get here, one of us niggas is gonna whop your ass. And it's so many motherfuckers, we ain't gonna know who did, they ain't gonna be able to identify who the fuck did what. And he should have never made it in his fucking house safely. When they found out that motherfucker walked free, it should have been 1 million niggas sitting there just like, strapped up like, yeah, like y'all might have said that shit. He ain't getting away with this. He killed that 15-year-old, 17-year-old boy. We finna pop that motherfucker.
Let me ask you something.
Word life.
I mean, there was a huge movement for that. We had a lot of huge movements. You know what I mean?
But see, now I'm saying,
even Eric Gardner.
movement,
you know, like, I mean, but why do you think that just this one George Floyd was the catalyst? Was you know like why? I mean, we had a lot of large. I mean, but I honestly do think that it was. This is how God aligned it. You know, this is where it's just our time. You know, like, you know, I'm not trying to sound. I hope that doesn't sound negative or anything like that. But you know, I think this is our time. You know, I think this is our time to do something. Like,
absolutely.
I mean, it's just.
My man False Act said, you hear about NFAC? If not, look it up.
NFAC.
I haven't heard about that. I'm gonna look it up in a second, man. Thanks, man. Like, I'm gonna look up all this stuff. This ain't the only podcast I'm gonna do. What up, Cali Gaming TV, man? Big up to y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is just current events and shit that's happening, man. And you know, we gonna get to some more stuff. It's just like right now, this thing right here is bigger than anything to us because we've lived it. Like, I don't know how many of y'all are out there from urban areas. I come from the PJs, and I've had my ass beat up as a kid by police. Okay,
I came from the suburbs. I came from the suburbs.
But that's why I'm happy to have you here because it's a different perspective. Now look, like I said, we had this oh, y'all welcome my baby Flamingo Monroe, the beautiful Flamingo Monroe. There's no way we was gonna sit in this bitch having such a big smoke session and she ain't involved. Impossible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been taking a long time because we rolled this fucking weed because I've been trying to get my words in, running my fucking mouth. But look, so check, like, so the thing is that as far as the actions being taken, nothing's gonna work but action right now. Like, we've gotten to a point where all the talk and nice shit doesn't work. It's been too many years. It's been too long. It's been too many deaths. It's been too many non-convictions. It's been too much on us. Okay, we're having mental breakdowns. There's been an uprising and spike in the suicide in successful black people, not just men, not just women. I mean, just successful black people committing suicide due to the stress load. You remember, you got to be 3 times better than everybody to be a black person that's successful, and that's facts. And I just feel like now's our time to make a move. I agree with that, and we can't let up until shit changes all the way. Because if we sit there and just be like, okay, now we're okay with what you gave us, we're gonna be okay with what you gave us. And this is the thing, that like, we shouldn't have to beg or plead for y'all to give us shit. At the end of the day, it's not hard to tell who is really owed here. You even got the Asians coming over here able to get business loans and start businesses and shit. The opportunities that we don't have when we natives of the country. You know what I'm saying? They got Arabs and stuff. Now, it's not just Asians, just foreigners coming over, period. But the thing about it is our unity is all fucked up because they've destroyed us as a whole people. And what I mean by that is that we don't have the same dedication to our race as other races. When you go out somewhere, when you go to a Mexican restaurant, all Mexicans work there. When you go to China Chef or Hong Kong shit across the street and shit like that, all Asians work there.
You might have one white server.
No, you don't. No, you don't. They don't trust nobody. They fuck with them. They fuck with only them, my nigga. Only Asians work there. When you go to Los Amigos, it's only Hispanics that work there. Let's be real, dog. When you go to a black shop, not only is it forced to be lower scale, but we are forced also to hire others. We can't be patriotic to ourselves. And some of the times we so brainwashed that we won't hire ourselves or people who look like us because we know how deprived we've been and we can't afford for one of us to get greedy and fuck us over. And I'm sorry, but it's good business. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, look what's really done mentally to us first before you think about all the stuff that was taken or all the ideas that were stolen or the people that... Thinking about what was mentally done to us, because that's what's really still killing us right now. What was mentally done to us. We should get reparations just for PTSD. The fact that I gotta sit down with my daughter and tell her how to conduct herself in front of an officer when my daughter's a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? The fact I have to do that is worth reparations. Let me see what a couple of y'all got to say. Go ahead, E.
No, you're right.
Said I'm from England. Cali Gaming TV is from England.
Hey.
So what's going on over there, man? Like what are y'all hearing over there about us?
I would love to know what's going on over in England. Hey, I used to live in Harrogate.
Oh yeah. So David City of Trees say, I think everybody should use the same energy if any race dies by the police. I would if it wasn't always us, dog. You gotta understand that you people go in there and shoot up a school or shoot up a gaming tournament or bomb a place and they walk y'all out of there in cuffs. Do you understand if a nigga do that, he dying on the spot?
Don't forget that Burger King, okay? The Burger King.
A nigga's dying on the spot. If the SWAT have to come up to detain a nigga, he's dead.
Done.
So I can't treat everybody the same to get killed by police. Not only that, but y'all not getting slaughtered on camera. And then they walking free for that shit.
Facts. And I want reparations because I'm traumatized.
You know what I mean?
I'm a mother.
Like,
it hurts my feelings to see anybody's baby, anybody's husband, or anybody my color being done or mistreated the way that we have all seen over and over.
But we respect the opinion because, like I said, that's the difference between, you know, a lot of people say, you know, Black Lives Matter. Some people say all lives matter. Yeah, but see, the thing about it is that
I don't think
I use the simple analogy of this. All the houses on the block matter, okay? But if one house is on fire, that motherfucker matters a little more right now because they're in danger. Okay?
Can I smoke?
Our people are on fire, dude. Our people are on fire. Yeah, babe got the fire out in this bitch. I got the fire too, goddamn. That's why we be posting. We always got the best smoke. We at smoke competition out here. She got her plugs, I got mine. And we get high as fuck in this bitch. Just to let y'all know. Alright, let me see. Hey bro, feel me? Why don't y'all just go hey bro, feel me? Why don't I just go back to Ireland? He said, yeah, so you from Ireland. Donald Doyle say he from Ireland.
Did Trump shut down all the transport? I'm trying to get out the country.
Yeah,
I'm trying. I can't get to Canada.
Trump is a slick motherfucker, dog. This dirty ass.
Actually, I don't think we're allowed out of the country.
We're not trying to be funny. Can I say this?
Hey, Cali Gaming, it don't matter that you like. You're welcome here with your opinion, white, black, Chinese, or candy
all
stripe.
Lives do matter.
Well, you know,
do.
All lives do matter.
Like,
it's just the ones that are in danger are more priority.
No, what I'm trying. This is what needs to be said.
Well, no,
all lives.
No, you're absolutely right. I think the ones that are saying that, they don't understand.
And that's what I'm going to explain.
Yes.
Why Black Lives Matter during this month. You got to explain it in layman's terms, like we talking to a first grade.
Well, you know.
And this is the thing. The most people that are screaming all lives matter are at least 30 to 40 years my senior. It is 2020.
Right.
There was a study done on Oprah's show.
I really want to talk about what Cali gave.
And it was an older lady that asked all Caucasian people, raise your hand if you wanted to be treated like anything that you have seen the brown people go through by the police. And when you ask that question, it doesn't matter if it's the 90s or the 2000s, all of the Caucasian people do not want to be treated anything like the brown counterparts. So let's just start there. That is why we are focused on Black Lives Matter. But Black lives do not matter if the white people do not say it either. I am a college educated student. The only reason I am allowed to be a college educated student is because a white woman got her rights too. And she can go get the same things that I can do. But she gets them first. I have a lot of best friends that are Caucasians and I love them like my family. They're my sisters. All of my best friends, all different colors, known them for 20 years. It's only important for all of us to come together and say Black Lives Matter, because if we do not, the racist non-brown people that do not understand that brown people matter will continue to use all of the discretions that our race goes through, us killing each other, all those examples that they claim is the reason that the police can complete the brutality rate that they do. They say it's because we kill each other. We need our counterparts of all colors to stand with us and say it. Not because we are more important than any of the others. It is because we are the most targeted. For 400 years, not 40 days, not 40 seconds, 400 years. I only have rights today because my ancestors, after Emmett Till, and I cannot remember the other person that passed, or not even passed. You say passed when you die in a normal state. They was brutally fucked up, tortured, and murdered. And we need to say it like it was. That's why everybody want to tell us to be quiet and pipe down. The loudest people are educated and they tired. We did Martin, and we still getting stepped on.
And then we tried Malcolm, and they did us again.
Y'all don't
let me see, so let me see. Cali Gaming TV.
he said he white and he disagreed. I want to say black people are very successful and known. That's true. There are many successful black people.
I've never said it wasn't, because there's celebrities. I mean, how many white folks are still brokered in Jay-Z? Okay, like there's plenty of successful black people. I'm not saying that at all. Like and like I said, there's plenty of room for things like that. And like, hold on, I want to see who said this comment.
What's his point on like?
No, because we were talking earlier about the things that we ain't entitled to, or how hard it is to get to these spots. And he was saying like, I don't know, I disagree, because it's successful black people and stuff like that.
Until brown people can buy land, that's not an option. We can't buy land. We the only color that cannot get land. And Oprah alone can buy us a country. She can never buy land for everybody, but she can build Africa a whole society. Make it make sense.
So Donald Doyle said, so he say something like, why don't y'all, he said, those are just examples. So he's saying like, why don't we give the land back to the Anuki people? Saying, or why wouldn't y'all go back to Africa or Egypt?
Is that where we're from?
So let me see.
Is that where I'm from? Says who?
Oh shit, I didn't mean to delete.
Is that where I'm from?
Okay, there we go.
I was born here. Where are my ancestors
but look,
from?
but see, this is the thing.
We would love to do that. The thing about it is that not only will we not be allowed to do that, but because of what the people in government have done to us and our character, we're not going to be welcomed back to our countries like that. We have been totally separated from our native land. Our native land is Africa. That's where the majority of people of our skin tone came from, and South America. Because what it is, like, it's a natural. I doubt it, but it's a natural.
That's why
it's a natural evolution of where you fell demographically on the geological location on the map. Since Africa is located, most of it is half on the equator. It's hot as fuck. The same thing with South America. You got places like Ecuador that's sitting right on the equator. Brazil that's close as hell. They have dark-skinned people because of their geological location on the planet. This is where we are native to. And the colder places where the sun doesn't burn that hot and stuff makes paler skin. Thus is why they're rich. Their origins from Europe, the Europe areas, Finland, Sweden, Spain, all those areas like that have a little more, lighter complexion because of their geographical location on the map. So this is what happens scientifically, okay? So it's not a thing of a discriminative thing when it comes to that subject in particular. I'm just saying that you have this one race who felt they needed more than what they already had, to an extent where they sent out scouts to search out for more land to conquer. Okay? We learned about Christopher Columbus in school. They never told us Christopher Columbus was sent as a scout for countries that they can invade, murder, kill, and pillage.
It's like, why? Why not say the whole story? I mean,
you know what I'm saying? They never told us that. And they still got us celebrating Thanksgiving and shit like that when it was the celebration of the murder of Native Americans. Right. It's just stuff that has to be fixed before anything can be tolerated. You understand? Before anything can be tolerated, they have to stop fucking doing the hiding and own up to their fucking shit. Yeah. And fucking accept the consequences for it, or at least pay back something significant to be like, look, we sorry, that was our ancestors. We wasn't like this. We do know you deserve this. We gonna hook y'all up with this. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's a lot of these old motherfuckers that was racist and shit like that who's still alive, sitting on Congress and sitting in charge of our government.
That's why
they still alive, and they teaching their descendants to keep this shit going. And they don't want much change done.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just a fact.
The
It's a
thing
fact.
is,
Let
America
me see what
said
else is
this
coming
was
in.
a melting pot, so we need to all coexist. All we ever asked for was equality.
Right.
Equality. Give me equal education.
The thing about this, so like now, so okay, well we gonna have a troll in here eventually. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, let's hear the trolls. I
so
was
so
here.
so
Let
so
me hear
so,
the views.
so here's the
Hey.
thing. Here's the thing.
Y'all need the trolls need to say their age too, cause honey, you gonna
look.
get talked to
'Cause
like
this-
a grown
'cause here's
woman.
the thing. Okay, so he says she's talking about things that happened 400 years ago. Go back to Africa again. Go back to Africa. Save your people. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop there.
How
Don't even let. Yeah, I mean, here's no telling. But
No,
he's
no,
a
I
he's an
wanna know
adult.
how-
He's an adult. But
No,
there's
ask
no
them
telling.
how old he is because that
Okay.
matters. This is a teaching channel, young one. Okay, you don't
How
know
old are you,
everything.
Gator?
You don't know everything.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
And to say something like that tells
This is
me
the thing.
already you young-minded.
The only thing that was happening 400 years ago was physical slavery, okay? That was going on 400 years ago. We were physically enchained and treated like vermin, okay? The thing that's still going on to this day is mental slavery and discrimination and hate and murder, okay? So it's not like she's dealing with a subject that happened 400 years ago. We're dealing with the backlash of what happened 400 years ago still reoccurring on us. And what it looks like is it's going full circle, coming right back around and happening again. And what's funny, you know what's fucked up? Is that our elders told us it was getting like this. It was like, hey, stuff is starting to look like it's going right back to how it was in the 60s. Watch, something's going to happen. It's going to be rioting in the streets. And what happened? You know what I'm saying? And I watched this girl give her opinion on the George Floyd thing and stuff like that, and on the lootings and the stuff like that. And basically, what it was that this girl had pointed out the fact that people shouldn't be so deprived of other things that other people are entitled to that they feel like they have to kick in a window and take something so illegitimate or small. If they had to kick in a window to take a TV, that means them motherfuckers are not getting paid what they should be getting paid to work their bullshit ass job that was the only thing available to them. That means the chances of them getting to that TV was so fucking slim. They looked for the one opportunity they could to go and get that bitch. That's how deprived we are. Okay? And that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. And that's just what it is. I do want to know, I am curious to know how old Cali Gang is. Let me see, Staten Rules. Yeah, big up to Staten Island. What up, Staten Rules?
Yeah.
I said truth hurts. Said forget about the past so we can move on to the future. I wouldn't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I'm a man. I have what I have because of me. Slavery was not abolished until 1865. True that.
It's never been abolished.
True that, but that's true. That's true. Golden Jennifer.
If it's still babies
that's
dying
true.
on camera, it's never left here. Let me say this.
If it's still people dying on fucking camera
It's
like that,
never left
and with no
here.
consequences, it's never left, dog.
America
It's now
runs.
just become mental.
America runs commercials to other countries like this is the best place on earth. I worked with other countries. Other countries get here and they call us selfish. They say we cherish material items. They say the dollar.
We cherish the material items, but
It's
we only
greedy.
envy these material items because they showed them to us. Where did we cherish material items from?
No, what I mean is, okay, so look, when I've ever seen another country, they never show me beautiful Thailand on commercials. Have you ever seen a commercial of Thailand?
They don't want us to go to that motherfucking
Hell
gorgeous
no.
in Thailand. Nigga.
Have you ever seen, we
It's
live
gorgeous in
30
fucking
minutes
Thailand.
away from Canada. Have you ever seen a Canadian commercial on anything in Michigan? I work with Canadians.
Other than Royal Canadian.
I used to go to the casino all the time because you can drink in
Labatt
Canada.
Blue. That's
you can drink over there legally before you can here. Okay?
Right. That's
I
why I
met
went to
several
fuck over there.
Canadians that told me
And to do a hip hop show.
they left their doors open. That they didn't have crime like we have. And just several things that they witnessed off of their news about us that I was like, dang, the views of them is very different from my experience of living here.
Yeah.
The way America set us up is like we on a monopoly board. I went to college with a lot of up northern Caucasian people who don't see no black people at all. My dad was born in 1925. When was slavery abolished again?
Let me see when Golden said it was.
1868?
1865.
1865. My
Talk
dad.
about all the people die in other countries, black, white, and all races. But this is the
Okay,
thing. We
my dad-
not finna talk about that, because I don't live in those fucking other countries. All I know is that them countries have standards and America doesn't. And
Well,
this
no,
is my
right
thing.
now, what was your podcast title?
Current events.
Current events. The tone
So
of the
far, we've got through
conversation
two-
was
we've got
Black
through-
Lives Matter and why Black Lives Matters, correct? And Callie was how old?
He ain't tell me. But we got through 2 of the 4 subjects so far. We
Well,
talked
if
about
he's
Nick.
not 25.
We talked about Nick Cannon. He told me why he disagreed. I still want to iterate on that a tad bit, but we finished that pretty much. We talking about rioting and looting right now. We talking about. We're gonna talk about black progress, meaning what progress have we made since this stuff has started and stuff like that. And then we're gonna make it to music.
Well, we need
to
to
the music
understand
movement.
this too. Because of the past. That's why it cannot be forgotten. You cannot
It's
say
not fair.
we're
It's
gonna
not
fix
fair at all.
today
Golden is not
if
fair.
one, the oppressors have not admitted that there is a fucking problem. Whenever the police kill a brown person, the first thing they say is it was police. What do you call it? What are they misfucking up? They not.
Oh shit.
The way that when they approach you, the way they handle things, they're not doing it correctly. That's why it starts off as you're under arrest and you end up dead in the middle. At the end of it. Okay, I'm a criminology major. I had to sit with several cops. I didn't take the police academy, but I can tell you for 4 years of my college degree, I watched several cops be angry as fuck, okay? Because they have body cam. They don't give a fuck in certain areas. I watch them cuss out people because they have a badge. We live in a society where the gang, aka the police, because they're gangs.
I said that earlier.
Okay? If you go against that gang will kill your fucking family. They know you. The minute you join the government, anything, you sign your name away to them. So that's hospital, that's government, that's army, that's whatever. They watch everything we do. Don't let these people play y'all. Y'all really thought we was free. We never was.
He wasn't.
The point is,
like, y'all give me a second. We ain't set up to expeditiously standard yet and shit. So my phone died. I can't see your comments right now till this bitch pop back on. So like, give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? I can say no, you
but I
good.
was gonna say
They still hear everything. I just can't
you
see
need
what
to
they
be-
saying.
You
and
need
I wanna
to
see
be
what they saying.
25 years or older to have a legitimate argument, question, or comment. The
Yeah.
reason being
Yeah, we gonna
is
tell you like the old
your
school used to tell
rational
us.
thinking,
You like the ass still.
honey.
You
Your
like
rational
that. That's what they used
thinking
to tell us when we was kids.
Your
like, what you
rational
doing talking at the
thinking
grown folks table? You still too light in the ass.
does not kick
Lay your
in
ass
to
down.
25.
Take a nap.
So if you're not 25, everything that we said went over your head anyway. But I do want to say this. This whole situation is uncomfortable for white people and every other color. At the same time, it needs to be addressed because the people that cause this situation need to step up. Instead of letting the people that are not racist catch the bullshit, because that's what's happening. We in a time where color matters. Color,
Shit.
not what's right or wrong.
It's been
And
like
that's,
that.
but
That's the
but
problem.
no, right now it's worse,
yeah, right now.
and it's wrong. What I'm saying is, there are people that are rioting. I I agree with that. No justice, no peace.
Like we said before.
I agree we need a Malcolm to speak, but I don't know who my leader is, hon. I can tell you that.
Okay, check this.
I don't know where my Black Panthers are.
Because they not here.
I don't know where my Malcolm. I don't know where my MLK.
Our gangs don't bang for the same shit no more.
And we don't have
because
real gangs.
We used to make it. The gangs used to make it safe.
Yes, they
for
did.
kids and shit like that to do their shit. The gangs would pull out on the police. If they fuck with them kids.
They
you hear what I'm saying?
us.
They protected their community. That's what gangs started out as, and that's what they not telling you. And that's why they killed Tookie.
And that's what I'm about to say.
Because
and they
took
let him live.
They took his ass out because they knew eventually he was gonna let.
Because he was gonna tell the truth.
He was gonna
about
tell
everything.
because y'all just do some research, okay? The gangs were meant to literally rival the police because they had been killing us way back then, dog. And we was innocent kids, dog.
Absolutely.
Like I said, when I was coming up, and you know, on the south side and shit like that, it was a green van that would ride by, full of ATF niggas, all in body armors and shit, and we called them the jump out boys. And them niggas would catch these little niggas slipping or anybody outside of ethnicity and beat the dog shit out them motherfuckers. Take whatever they had on them. If they wanted them, they'd plant some shit, do whatever they fucking want to. They used to take motherfuckers, beat the shit out of them, knock them out cold, and drop them off in enemy territory. They dropped me off in fucking, what's it called, Northwood? Or whatever, in Ann Arbor, or whatever the fuck that is. I'm over here flamed the fuck out. You know what I mean? As a kid. You know what I mean? Like, this is real life we talking. This is not no thing we just making up. We're not angry for no reason, dog. This shit's really, really happening. And especially when you've been the victim of the things that we talking about. Now, E here, he told you he didn't who got the light? He told you he grew up in the suburbs. He ain't had his ass beat by no fucking cops. In fact, most of his interaction with cops has probably been positive.
Yeah, it has. It's been pretty positive. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
So I can't be mad at him for that. He's the select few percentage of us who got to grow up a little better than we could have. You know what I'm saying? And the only real thing that I could be mad at him about, if anything ever, damn, I'm finna burn the couch with my dumb ass. The only thing that I could the only thing that could be anything better than that is the only thing I could be angry at him about is not is speaking out of turn, what we call it, because he can't relate to the struggles that we've been through because we come from the opposite. We weren't given these opportunities. We worked our fucking ass off for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people, it's so hard for a normal, regular black man or young man or boy to go and get him his own apartment or car. And now it costs over $1,000 just to keep driving. You gotta have insurance. Insurance be high as hell depending on what your age is. I'm over 25, so I got that problem like that, but insurance still higher than a bitch. Insurance is a small car note. It costs a lot of money just to continue to drive. So how do you survive adding those on top of it? You gotta get to work to make the money. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You forced into a corner, so now you gotta make some extra, so now motherfuckers from urban communities turn to selling drugs.
That the government provides.
That they fly in here on. By the way, I'm gonna plug my joint. Me and my nigga 12 Gauge, Royal Gang, Royal ENT. We finna drop this joint called Fight the Power 2020, BLM. I'm not sure the actual date I'm gonna release it. It's being mastered right now. That'll be coming hopefully within next week. You know
what I'm saying? It should be done already, but we're having some technical difficulties and shit. But by next week, we should have that on. You know what I'm saying? On Spotify, Apple Music, and etc. So be looking for that. Shout out my nigga Gay. Shout out Taliban, the rest of the Royal Gang. Shout out Dollar Bill. And you know, everybody else doing it, J-Fab. Shout out Kiyoshi. I'm liking the free. I'm finna join you on the freestyles, my nigga, because I feel like you got the melodic, common type of vibe to you. You know what I'm saying? You got, well, not common as a common nigga, common as common sense the rapper. You know what I'm saying? You got the conscious type of rap to you. I can have it, but right now everybody lit, turned up and shit. I gotta give them that fire for it to be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But I vibe to your shit tough. And you got really good at what you do. I remember when you was just starting to do little small things and, you know, and rap and, you know, kind of ask the opinions of your peers, like, yo, did that hit the measure on point, or did that, you know, did that sound? And now you doing it major. Good shit, my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Bang Cheesy, Shane Fitness 101. He got the little ab joint, you know, the tummy reduction, you know, supplements, stuff like that, all natural stuff he used. Look him up, Shane Fitness 101 on everything. You know, step to your sweat. Yeah, look him up. Let me see. Shit. That's about it for my shout outs, but like, okay, so what I was saying about Nick Cannon earlier, when he had said this, so they're not angry, they're not saying what he said wasn't factual. They're saying the reasoning behind it that he speculated wasn't factual. But see, the way he specifically said it, if you watch the interview, he says, let me be very careful. I want to make sure I'm very careful when I say this. And he said, these people maybe did it for the reason of they felt like they needed to do that in order to survive, or they had to have what we had in order to survive. And if we had what they didn't have, we could stop them from surviving, is what he was trying to, he was kind of asking, he was kind of insinuating or creating a hypothesis, is what he did. He was saying maybe this is the reason. I sort of believe that maybe this was what was going on. Maybe they felt like they had to do this in order to exist. When they see people like us, to live amongst people like that, we have to have these things and do at least this. Maybe that's what scared them into reacting the way they did. And by him saying that, they said it as if he stated as actual fact. Oh, they did this because they had to do that to survive. This is just survival of the fittest. Fuck it. He was not that obnoxious at all. You know what I'm saying? Just like we're not so obnoxious with revenge. We're not revenge drunk. What we're doing right now is spanking your ass by fucking up your funding, looting your items. That's called spanking your bitch ass because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? What you guys, what they were doing was killing. It was different. This is it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. And the ride and the loot, like I said, if people had the opportunity to get what they wanted to get for real, if everybody felt like a plant worker, then they wouldn't even have ran in your shit. For what? I could have bought that. I just didn't feel like doing it at the time. I ain't finna break dude shit. I know dude. I shop at his store. You know what I mean? But everybody don't feel like that because you got a lot of us fucked up. Let me go to a couple of these comments and see what's going on. Hold on. I missed all the way back. I'm going all the way back to
okay, it's not fair. You guys make it seem like you're above everybody. How do I make it seem like, hold on, whoa. We can't be disrespectful to nobody's opinion.
You're right.
I want to know
You're
this.
absolutely right.
There are people that feel like this. I want to know this. And yeah, we're angry at certain shit because we've been through a lot, but we're grown and we're mature and we just want to know the perspective. You know what I mean? We're here for a perspective, not to like antagonize. Act like you're so innocent also. We not innocent. What the fuck you mean we innocent? We the motherfucker run away, red room, run when they get away, but it's just too late. Popping themselves on you. The fuck are you talking about? We innocent. We rap about you should fear some of us. Because some of us have gotten hurt so bad and have been given so little and have been through so much, they don't give a motherfucker. So they'll go and blow your fucking head off, and if it means them getting away with it, your children too. So no, we're not innocent. But we not that fucked up. I know one thing, if you ask black folks, we don't want to sit there and take over everything and reverse slavery onto y'all and get payback and do all that. We just want to live happily and equal and be good. We want to be alright. We don't want to walk around and have to feel like we black if we don't want to. Well, it ain't even about us not feeling black. I mean, we shouldn't have to magnify on our color or have to remind ourselves of what we are in what environment. We should be comfortable everywhere. Then we'll be cool. No, go ahead, chime in. Because like after this, we're going to talk about the progress we actually made, if any. And then we're going to hop into music real quick before we get out of here.
Real quick. This is why I want to say brown people are traumatized. The fact that we are answering any Caucasian questions pissed me the fuck off. You guys get white privilege. You don't get to question us about why we're saying Black Lives Matter. Now, if you want to understand why we need to get there, that makes sense. I have a question, because this is why we're here now saying Black Lives Matter. I wanted to Google who was the guy that killed the school of little babies. What was his name? Because I don't remember, right? When I put in Google any other thing, it finishes it for me, right? I literally had to type out who was the guy that murdered the preschoolers. And do you know what came up? Not what the fuck I'm looking for. Because wasn't it a whole classroom?
Yeah.
And wasn't it devastating?
Stony Brook.
It was horrible, right? Stony Brook, okay? That's what you said?
Stony Brook Elementary.
Stony Brook Elementary. That example right there is why we are saying Black Lives Matter. You guys have a bad seed in y'all pile of apples, and you are not bringing him to the forefront. If we lose Michael Jackson or anybody brown, y'all bring up everything bad they ever said.
All the time.
The only thing I remember,
go through they dirt. Every rip.
the only thing I remember about them saying bad about the murderer was that he was mad at his motherfucking mama. Do I need to say that shit again? He was mad at his mama.
And went and killed.
How come he ain't posted up everywhere, America? How come he's not an example? So much is so that now, because you didn't make an example out of him, everybody thinks it's okay to mass murder in sport from time to time. I was a baby when Columbine happened. Do you know how traumatizing that was? Do you remember the Trench Coat Mafia? I went to school with one of them.
It's crazy because
I went to school with one of
them.
And he had a list.
See, look what I said. Like I said, he came from the suburb.
I came from the suburb. That was one
That was
incident.
Traumatizing to them.
Facts.
On our end of the stick, it was
That's
like, damn,
normal.
some white folks that did some crazy
But
shit again.
I said that to say that happens all the time today. Because America did not make an example out of that traumatizing situation. But when one black person do one mistake that a million other people can do every day and walk away from, he don't get a second chance. He don't get to explain why. He don't get shit. So we're not explaining, I'm done with the excuses, I'm sorry. That's traumatized, because here's the thing. We got brought here.
Notice you down here too.
We got brought here. We didn't ask to be picked up. We didn't ask nothing. Y'all didn't even give us our history for real. Y'all now charging us how much it costs to find out your history and tag your blood. All of a sudden y'all got all the answers too. You have a whole app. Y'all gonna have to make it make sense, people. This is monopoly. Just like school. Everybody all of a sudden done had an online college before I was alive. I remember having to take online classes, and I remember my teachers, my professors, excuse me, I'm sorry, them telling me online is busy work. You still gonna bring your ass to class. Now you can get a whole PhD online. Come on, America, tell me what that means. How come I can write my all my loans off all of a sudden? This is called monopoly, baby. This is not. You don't have choices like y'all think.
And by the way, that text, that phone call, Fight the Power 2020 just got finished. So I'm getting sent the final track right now, and I'm gonna check it out. If it sounds good, I may debut it before I leave this podcast tonight. So, you know, y'all can look forward to that in a second. AT, let's see. Bet he said he sent it to me.
Oh, shit.
I can't look at this shit right now because I'm live. But so if any, what progress do y'all think we made since it happened? Because like the only progress I feel we made, because first of all, hold up, let me identify something. The epidemic that's going on right now is actually involving victims that are black, white, and everything else. They are targeted a specific category of citizen, a certain level of the economic structure. That means you could be a low tier white person or a mid tier white person. That means shit to them, and that means you're expendable. And the way they're moving this COVID shit and taking away people's rights and doing this weird ass shit, and how Trump is moving and stuff like that. Like I said, I got white motherfuckers that's like my brothers that I don't fuck around about. I was talking to one of my homeboys in Meyer not too long ago, and he said he got him a little posse that's strapped up too, that's ready to like get down if they got to for theirs, and ain't nobody stepping on their motherfucking property. And I believe it. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshit. Like we literally just want the proper changes made by any means necessary. And right now, spanking their ass seems to be the best thing. So I just wanted to put that out. But as far as progress, I feel like the best progress is that they have begun a movement in the momentum of doing something because we have gotten their ass moving. I personally feel like, just to be honest, I could be politically correct or say what the ideal person would be looking for and stuff like that, but to be God honest to myself, I think we should still be breaking their shit, looting their motherfucking stores, beating their ass, protesting and marching up the fucking streets until something happened, because this is the only way we're getting results. We have not done enough. They have not moved enough to compensate for jack shit. And the reason they ignoring us is because of their fucking election. Like that means anything since you let motherfucking Trump in here. But they're using that against us too, because they trying not to get us to go vote. And we need y'all to get out there and do that. And they know the majority of the people who are not going to vote are going to come from the minority agenda. And a lot of people look at me like, voting don't matter. That shit is a hoax and shit like that. Well, humor me, motherfucker. Just go do that shit, dog.
Voting matters.
Just go do that shit.
Voting matters
Just go
locally.
do that shit. Just humor me and go do that shit.
Look, voting locally.
Not only that, but what else
matters.
get you the fuck off work, nigga? What else let you leave work, nigga? Go vote, nigga. Quit fucking playing. You just being an asshole. Go do that shit.
But locally, it matters.
I'm gonna go back to the comments. Y'all say whatever y'all feel like.
What I was gonna say, the question was, what has changed or what progress has happened?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. We finally have footage that cannot be altered. Thank God for that. Ain't that the funny thing about an oppressor? Remember when they said we couldn't read? And then they found out we could. You know how long we were saying we've been mistreated? And now we see we've been mistreated on several different places.
Fucking comments.
Every day. Anytime.
That's right. Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah.
And several of them have lost their lives. And until I seen Sandra Bland, God rest her soul, I didn't know y'all kill girls. I can get it too. Yeah.
Right.
We got a problem. We have a problem. The only problem that the oppressors don't like is that people like me ain't silent. You gonna get rioters, you gonna get educated people with a voice. What did our people tell us back in the day? Get something that these people can never take from you. Your education. They cannot take anything that you learn from me. Hello? Hello? How many people hate school? That's why. School is not designed for all of us to learn. They told us years ago we all learn differently. Males learn best with male teachers. Do you think that growing up as a child, coincidentally in my neighborhood, and I grew up in Ypsilanti, Michigan, shout out to us because I love my hometown. Okay. I went to ECDC. It was a lot of different nationalities there. And then I went to Cheney, same thing. Then I went to Emerson, same thing. Then I went to small ass Willow Run. Different colors. We all gotta learn. I really thought the world was like that. Then I got a job in Ann Arbor, baby.
Okay, let me do this. Dribble a little bit. So let me say this. It's not that many candidates that are running for president. And
who is running?
And it's sad because we don't get what we
who is
what we should. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Kanye West.
My baby asked me if I was gonna vote for Kanye on the way home today.
And you know what? It's fucked up. You know, I can't. I told.
You see what y'all did when y'all let Trump get in there?
No, stop. I told Evie was not talking about Kanye West today.
I'm sorry.
Because I got the motherfucker coming through for the podcast next week.
Okay.
And he gonna talk about Kanye West because he know more about it than the both of them. But I told him we wasn't gonna get into Kanye ass. I don't want to get into Ye because Ye is on some. Dog, I'm not getting into Ye. I'm not finna do it.
I'm gonna let him
talk. But Joe Biden is not.
Did he really say that if I get up?
He did say that. That was on Twitter though. The shit they was originally talking about was his electoral address that he made. Like as far
oh my God! And Kim coincidentally got to be a billionaire. Okay, Kanye.
Like
who y'all talking to?
This fucking girl.
Hey, I'm here for it. He Trump number 2. Okay, he calculated. That's what I said. I'm gonna listen to Kanye. Okay, now.
Well, look.
The Kardashian pussy do something to y'all. Brothers. Y'all change a little bit.
He said.
I just want to put that out there.
He said, everybody know Get Out was about me. Ye is wild.
I have to look that up. Okay.
Ye is funny as fuck.
But he married to a billionaire, so he ain't too stupid.
First of all, that
Okay,
nigga
they
Ye
in
is
love.
paid, and he been paid.
That's not the
He
point.
not-
Okay?
Yeah,
Hey, they was on that man's neck.
Let me
Look
tell
at his
you, I don't
wife.
want to fuck his plan.
That's
It's
a
like,
billionaire.
I got some odd. Look, hold on, y'all. I got some
Y'all gonna
odd.
respect
I
that.
got some odd thought in my mind. It's a
Miss West.
It's a possibility that this is a chess move.
Of course it is.
And if it is, no.
Checkmate, baby.
I can't.
All right.
Nah,
Kanye,
it's
I'm
a
with you.
possibility that this is a chess move. If this is a chess move, Ye is a bad motherfucker.
I told you
boy.
what he doing.
Now you had to tell me shit. I'm just looking at little tinks that come out and be like, ding.
I know.
They spark little things in my mind that be like, oh,
Years
this
ago.
nigga
But over the
Ye
years,
is
like, what makes you think that anything is calculated?
Then they say
Now,
that
because shit
Einstein
takes
was
years.
crazy.
Shit takes years to formulate in that manner.
Trump
Hold
did
on.
the
Acting
same thing.
crazy.
Look where he at now.
No, but Trump has been doing what exactly he's been doing for all the years he's been.
Nah, Black Lives Matter is not. Black Lives Matter ain't a chess move. But I support a little bit of Biden.
What attracts to him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't mean
black people
politics
loved him in
being
the
a chess
90s.
move.
Black
I
people
mean
loved him in
his
the 90s.
thing, having the
because
world believe that he was really crazy. That's what I mean by chess move.
Well, no, I mean it's not that he's.
I gave it to you. So
Well, yeah, he's crazy and stupid. I mean, it's no.
he's nowhere near it. He's a businessman that got out of
Look like
Chicago,
he finna tap
where
out.
you died before
We
you
shut
was.
up.
He wasn't
What's
a good.
that?
We
He wasn't a
schmucks,
good
nigga.
businessman because
We still ain't
Well,
hit
now,
this
right?
shit. We ain't hit
all
this
his
fire
business
shit
says
yet.
when.
I gotta adjust these lights. I gotta get these lights right
Okay.
so you can start seeing the logos.
Do you know how many
and shit.
businessmen
Shit we wanna do because we gonna
filed
start promoting
bankrupt?
shit too.
The
It's
only
okay
thing
to do that.
logos
the
gotta
only
be
thing I'll
on.
give Donald.
You
Because
got
them
big
Yeezys
ass
was
spotlight.
selling
I wish
at
y'all
how
could
One
see
thing
how
I'll
set up.
definitely
I
give
shit
Donald
dope
Trump
as
credit
fuck.
for is that
Let me see if I can tamper a little bit.
He's been winning for his whole life. He's never
He's
lost his whole.
rich.
He's never lost his
He's
whole
just rich.
life.
But he's rich. See, the thing that nobody realized with Donald Trump is, if you go back and think about election time back then, that man said,
Nigga,
one
on-
thing out loud.
on sight.
he said, if I repeat myself
Now
over
you
and
can see
over,
swishes, nigga.
everybody will believe what
Now
I
you can
said.
see some logo. A little more definition.
So when Trump first got on here,
Now I know the
I
proper
feel
light.
like he literally just wanted to
We
come
in
on here
this
so he
bitch.
can build his businesses.
Let's go.
Is that clip anywhere?
Hmm? I just put that shit up somewhere for your ass too. Hold up.
So once he got on the debate or whatever, all I know is I sat there and watched grown people go back and forth on some you this and you that. It was never no political stuff. He managed to come in with his own money, his own everything. Be on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he did.
But this is the thing. Think about take away from the fact that it was Trump.
Okay.
It is 2020. Whatever age him and his counterparts was, honey, they needed to be on technology like Trump because he was here with it. And who was reporting back what was going on? The kids, the young people, everybody. And they was like, he doing this, he doing that. The fact is, bad news, horrible news, any news connected to one person grows in numbers. And it did. It made him a bigger celebrity.
Well, listen, I'm not denying that.
No,
but what I'm saying.
listen to what I'm saying.
Okay. go ahead.
Because of that, he overthrew the whole election more based off of who's more popular. And I'm gonna build the wall. The black people, y'all ain't never got nothing from no fucking Biden. And facts on that. Okay, facts on Trump. He do drop them gems. Okay?
So you're saying that's smart and calculated.
He's very calculated. They don't call him the dumb fucking president. That was Bush.
He is though. The Bush.
He's just not as
Bush
good as
call
his
him-
father. He's
They
just
call
not
him
his father.
Benedict. He's not his
father. He's not young.
Listen,
This nigga's the village idiot.
He's not
his
his
father.
he's not his father.
His father was smart and made money. I'm not, but
And
his father was not a good man. His father was not a good
he
man.
traumatized his
His father was a
son.
racist.
And he traumatized him. And he grew up.
But-
And look what we got.
Trump, he didn't play his cards right. He screamed about wanting to
build this wall and having them. And he was just screaming like having the Mexicans play and they're like, nigga, we ain't paying for this shit. And then what happened to the wall? There's no wall. So what happened to everything that he says never came true. Never like I mean everything that Donald Trump
was put there. The only mission that they told him it was
everything
mandatory
that Donald Trump
was that he fucked up what Obama did. The first thing he went in there and started fucking up what Obama put in place.
I don't want to put everything don't put everything on the
executive branch. As long as he
did
that, they was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
don't put everything on the other
fuck
branch.
up what Obama did and then do whatever you want.
He don't. Excuse me. He does not make decisions. He's the face for America. He's the chief of state. Let's go there.
Right.
But there is still a judicial system, and what is it? What's the Congress and the Senate?
Executive.
Do we watch
Executive branch.
You got jokes.
Do we watch what?
Lost. But
No, I don't.
But nah, look.
I see Lost.
But look.
No, I have other things
It's not
to do with my
literal.
time.
That was sarcastic.
I know. I'm grown and I'm not playing. That's the problem. Y'all think everything a joke. And in today's society, honey, you get one chance in the new world. Understand this. I'm very educated, but I know how to survive in white America. If you brown and you do not know how to pronunciate your words, you already fucked up. And that ain't funny. If you a man, you already got a target on the back of your fucking head. So you better have your license, your registration, everything better be together. And if you think that's funny, you don't want to take a chance and end up like these people we watching on TV, because that's what's happening. I'm watching people reach for license, be with their girlfriend. These cops that I'm also watching, and that's why we need to have a discussion at the round table. That's why the people that's actually the oppressors have to come forward and stop and say something. Because every cop that I've seen with a gun like this is going like this. Okay, I date niggas that shoot. A shooter don't motherfucking be scared, okay? A marksman know exactly what the fuck they shooting at.
You know Tyrone?
These are people with badges.
Fucking story. I told that to you about
Things have to change.
I have no idea.
That's funny as hell. You even said.
And that's why
That's
Black
how
Lives
suburban
Matter.
he is. The blackest name you could think of was Tyrell.
You know, those one thing that.
Nah, nigga.
And my kid's
It was a
father
full-
name is Tyrone.
Nah, look.
Word.
It was a.
You better-
I know one thing that Morgan Freeman said that I definitely agree with.
Listen,
My bad.
man.
Go ahead.
Listen, man. I told a fucking story a couple days ago or something like that to somebody. I thought it was you. It might have been Jay, where me and Trey and my boy Aon went out and had this adventure out in Milan with these motherfuckers. Basically, it was the same type of shit where they let's say, I'm not getting into that shit. Look, at the end of the day, to get back on subject, I feel like the only progress we made is people started to take us a little more serious when we started fucking this shit up.
Well, I know,
And when we started protesting and being on their doorstep, they started taking us serious.
Yeah.
That's what I truly feel. And the rest of it, hey, what's up, Cody? I ain't gonna destroy your last name. Poets. I'm not gonna destroy your last name. I'm done. But yes.
What he said?
No, he just said what up. What up, humans? But it's the only bit of progress I've really seen. Like, I haven't physically or nothing heard, nothing. We're getting nothing. I haven't heard the consequence of the person that did this crime. You know what I'm saying?
The way court works, in court, in the eyes of the law, it is what you can prove. We now have proof.
It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you cannot prove.
We now have
whole murder
audio.
Everybody sees.
We now have cell phone video. The very same things that where they stop you at with the court with cell phones. Why? Cause that judge gonna talk to you sideways, boo boo, and this lawyer and them know each other. Let's wait, look. Y'all know what it is. If you ain't got that money, you do not get out of jail, boo boo.
Go.
So if you smart, keep you some money and a lawyer. Because you don't know how to talk when y'all get in that courthouse.
This blunt right here.
A lot of us go to jail because of that very same reason. If you don't understand the law, and then think about this, black people. How come we never got offered a subject in high school that says Policing in Community 101 if you are brown? Because it's a different set of everything.
I'm alright, Cody. Was good. You know, we're chilling.
You find out everything with a brown person on experience. And it's not always the best experience. I live in Iffy, so it's different.
You know, one thing I do agree with is, something that Morgan Freeman said.
Well, on my side of town, it was. I ain't gonna say that because you got beat the shit out of it, right? My sister ex-boyfriend, they beat his ass to Washtenaw County.
It was
we had a
that got hella lost.
We had a cop on the streets called Avis D or something like that. That's what his badge or whatever said. We called him Amos B. And that motherfucker was a son of a bitch.
That bad.
That nigga will always be the one. For some reason, he always been the one to run up on you. I don't know why it is, but he always will.
And that's sad too, because all the kids that was getting beat up by the Jump Out boys were between 14, 17?
I was like 14 when I first got mine.
You weren't even adults. If my baby had came home fucked up, officer whomever, because they did know y'all names. They really did. And I'm this old. Cell phones didn't come out till what? I was a senior. Was I a senior in high school? I had a Nokia. I had to buy my own cell phone. All I know is I was 18. It was Nextels and stuff out.
Cell phones was out before then.
Right, but I had to buy my own.
The Nextels dropped when we was juniors.
I had to be 18 to buy my own. That's what it was. So I didn't get mine till senior year. There was no evidence of anything. It was only if you had a witness. Now you get witness, audio, and video. That cop can now not say what they always say. I don't know what happened. And then they boss coach them, and then they go in front of the channel, whomever, and take a statement and say they rehearsed whatever, get laid off, and get paid, right or wrong. While my baby not breathing on up. And then I gotta suffer. Watch this over and over. Y'all are Caucasians, because y'all don't give a fuck about us burying nobody. Y'all the first ones at our doorstep asking about the story, because it now becomes money and ratings. Everything goes back to business with y'all.
Y'all don't give us none. We can't bury nobody off nothing. Because y'all ain't giving us none of that y'all making off of our fucking story. That you know.
And you want the person who's married to them, the kids, the whole family, their friends, pull it together, get in front of the fucking camera and explain what happened. As the cops is on paid vacation and basically gotta leave because they might get fucked up in their neighborhood. But no, we don't even go after them like they would come after us.
Cause y'all tell me.
Does anybody remember a time to kill?
Us to trust you to do the right thing and you never do it.
Has anybody ever watched A Time to Kill? Yeah, the point is, I've seen Queen and Slim. It is over, okay? Hey, family.
Movies.
Family.
These guys.
Baby. Over. I'm not giving nobody a chance to think I have a gun. I don't carry weapons or nothing.
You from South Carolina? I'm from North Carolina.
And I'm a mom. Let me tell you this. I dated him. What year was that you had the caddy? My dad had a caddy. I told this man, please don't get this caddy. We gonna get pulled over. How many times we get pulled over because you black with a Cadillac that's paid for, and these young cops that y'all say don't be racist kept pulling us over? How many times was it? I was in my work uniform and I got searched. I'm a girl, and he is describing to me who he is and what he drives and And how come as a cop, he don't make enough to afford a car that's paid off? Boo-boo, that's not my fault. That's not his fault. And here's the thing, he had a license and everything, and they kept pulling us over. It was at least 8 times before I made him go to court, because y'all don't like to go to court because we're traumatized. Come on, people, y'all not gonna play like y'all don't know this is an issue.
Use the roller for this motherfucker.
They don't want to go to court for child support because of you, to even fight. Even if they have a baby mama that don't do shit, they won't go to court and fight for their kid because they, as a black man, don't want to go to jail. And I understand that. But let me tell you this. That's terrible. They should not be so conditioned by the age of 14. Well, now it's younger because I had to tell my 7-year-old, or whenever y'all was still doing stuff. I thought Rodney King was the last traumatizing thing I was gonna see, and it was the Rodney King beating. Okay, I remember the fires. I remember them setting shit on fire in Cali. We ain't them people right now, baby, because it wouldn't be shit standing if we was. Rodney got beat. And police department, LA police, hello, remember Rush Hour? Remember the joke? My mama's so ashamed of me, she don't even want to tell nobody I work for LAPD. They was beating the shit out of black people and Spanish people, so don't let me forget them too. They trying to pass laws, if not pass laws, to legally do them like they do brown people in Texas, like they do us everywhere. This is serious. We don't have a choice to sit here and act like this shit ain't happening no more. And by the look at my timeline, the girls is not with it. We not fucking around with you no more. I done watched a video of a woman that I know from childhood get repeatedly punched like a man 10 minutes away from my house. Okay, on her way to her daughter's house. And I went to school for criminology. Y'all gonna have to explain to me. Every cop on this earth gonna have to explain to me police procedure, because I know. And if I could quote that what was that movie? Set it up. What Vivica said? What? Oh my God, I can't even think right now. Oh my God. Those movies are classic because they real. Enough of us have experienced it to play it out on the big screen. That every brown person on America, word of mouth before social media, showed up to go see it. I know we in a world where it's technology, baby, but it's history that got us here. And I also want to tell you, you younger people, before y'all was wearing everything y'all was rocking, it didn't cost as much as it did. The only song that comes to mind right now is Wayne's song. Wayne is brilliant, okay? Y'all gonna respect his motherfucking mind too. Y'all need to go back to when he was 14 years old. He was brilliant before his time. Everybody born in the 80s was grown as hell mentally. Y'all new babies don't know shit. Y'all still learning. And that's why y'all don't understand why Black Lives Matter, or why women are on the front line now. And we should never be on the front line. The thing is, Wayne said, what did Wayne say, King? Because I don't want to misquote this name.
Wayne said a lot of shit.
No,
you do gotta get the music though, so that's good if you cut the Wayne, because the music was the last subject I really needed to talk about. And then I'm gonna listen to the song and see how it sounds from Gage real quick. And I see it if this motherfucker sounds.
Well, go ahead and do that, because I'm gonna think of it, because I don't want to misquote what he said.
So let me see. Since the situation, a lot of rappers been dropping songs, just talking about the movement itself. Lil Baby dropped, what was it called? Let me see.
Emotionally Scarred?
Nah, that wasn't it. But I know that's that shit though. Emotion Scars is that shit.
He got a lot of songs out.
Nah, Lil Baby drop. Let me see, cause I got it's like picture. The big picture.
Oh.
The big picture is what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called the big picture. Let me see. It's on my shit. The bigger picture. Yeah, okay, yeah. So he dropped the bigger picture. There's a couple more people that drop shit that pertain to the situation and shit like that. So of course I had to join the movement. I'm mad as I kinda wanted to pay posters to Facebook too, because if I'd have did it to Facebook too, it'd have been a lot more chiming in on the situation and stuff, but it's cool. We in here. Let me see. Said Black Lives Matter is here for the election. After the election, it'll disappear. I believe that. And the reason I believe that is because because the riot and the movement is slowed down. If we don't, oh, that's charged. If we don't, make some kind of effort to continue the wave of action, they're not going to be compelled to make action. Now that it's slowed down, they've taken a breath like, okay, I'm going to continue with this election, get this shit moving, do this right here, do this right there. But if the action continues, they still on their toes like, oh shit, hold up, fix that, make sure this happened, we gotta start talking about this, make sure we get here, make it there, make this person here. Like, they're gonna start doing shit because we fucking them up. That's kind of the only way you don't get anything done for real, unfortunately. We gotta spank their ass. I thought of every other fucking possibility, every other thing I could do with my intelligence is very sufficient. Let's say that. I can't think of nothing else. We gotta spank their ass. Let me see, 70. It says another comment, but I can't see it. There it go. Said Biden used Black Lives Matter for his election.
Facts. Everything's a business. Unfortunately, black people have to learn how to play the game. We did not create the game. He's the only one that give a fuck enough to mention us. Here you go.
And in case y'all ain't know, I'm from Southside.
Obama
I'm from Southside. Is 734-900-500 motherfucker. Now look, when we do this to the blunt, we are making the blunt burn evenly. You know, when the blunt streaks, when you hit it and a big streak goes down the side, and you tap it, get it hot, and twirl it in a circle. Resistance from the wind will cause it to burn in the perfect spot. That's how you stop streaking. Smoke connoisseur 101, motherfucker. Back, this blunt on you. This blunt on you. Gotta dismiss it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Right. Please.
Alright, let me get this guy So we gonna stop it there. Thanks to everybody who came out and said something about the situation and chimed in on everything. I don't know how long we've been running because it ain't telling us, but it's been a very long time. Here. Shout out to E for coming through, having a conversation, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get this dude moving.
Thank you.
We'll have another podcast next week and stuff with a special friend of mine and stuff, and you'll see who that is later. Guess I won't be debuting a song. I get a chance to listen to it or nothing like that, but it will be posted soon if it's good. So far, I hear it's good. So, till next time, it's me, King, signing off to y'all motherfuckers, and broadcasting via PS phone. One love. Y'all stay safe.